Hello, beautiful divine seekers. Let's do some cards today. I want to do a pick a card reading with you looking into future timelines. And it's going to be looking into 3 months from now, where you may be going, what energies may be stopping you, and what can happen in these 3 months. So, are you ready? I'm going to do it again a little differently than usual than you see on YouTube. I have already prepared 3 piles for you. And I want you to choose the pile once I give you a flash of what is actually in the cards, because I want you to use your active intuition. And oh, if you're seeing this, I just have my little Palo Santo working here with me. So that helps a little bit too. Okay, so I will show you what's going on right here on the table. And just before I do that, have you subscribed to my channel yet? No? Well, why don't you just go right down there and go bing, hit the subscribe button to get the best spiritual advice. So, what's going on here with the cards? This is what's going on. I did a quite intricate process of 1, 2, 3 different decks, different piles, okay? 1, 2, 3. So, don't choose yet. Don't choose yet. I want to show you. This is number 1, and this is what I want us to do. Just let your intuition flow. You're not supposed to say exactly what it is. Here we go. All right. Deck number 1. Deck number 2. Deck number 2. So what I want you to do is just kind of gaze at this a little bit. Gaze at this, and whatever deck draws you after seeing this here, whatever draws you most, I want you to pick that one. Okay, those of you who chose deck number 1, I have these cards sorted from bottom to top, the 10 cards of the Celtic Cross in each position, and then 2 extra cards right here. So the cards will be facing me so I can interpret them properly. So let's see, the first 2 cards are the 6 of Wands and the 8 of Wands reversed. Okay, so this is the theme for the next 3 months. And I feel that in the next 3 months, there is an incredible, incredible opportunity for you to make a breakthrough in whatever it is that you are passionate about. Okay, let's look at these upright. Wands talk about passion, action, moving forward, your personal power, the suit of fire, all right? So if these were upright, I would say, oh, you're moving towards your goal in perfect alignment. You're on top of the world. You've made it already. Like, this is a clear winning combination. You are in smooth flight. There's nothing in your way. But because they're reversed, I feel that you are going to have some obstacles. You're going to have some bumps in the road. There is going to be some factors that maybe not go as you want for you to really take off, okay? But it depends how you treat this. Don't let yourself be discouraged, because I feel you're already way in your catapulting path forward, so to say, all right? I feel that you're well on the way. You know what you want. You're passionate. You're full of fire. But in the next 3 months, things may not happen as fast as you want. You may not get to the recognition that you want on the way. And remember, this is the energy for the time period of the 3 months, not the end result. We're getting to that later. But this one reversed means that you may not have the supporters that you want. You may not like get that winning streak right away without any problems. And the reversed cards don't mean the opposite, right? That's like a big misconception. Reversed cards can be read depending on the energy that you receive as a reader. And I'm receiving the energy and the message that you are just going to be a little blocked. You have to work a little harder at it. You have to see the problems. You can't stick your head in the sand. And with this one, I get the feeling there may be some competition. You might have some competition. So if you're passionate about, let's say, a person, a relationship, there may be some competition. Things might not go as smoothly. If you are looking for a job, there's going to be other people who are also really, really favored for this type of job that you want. So a lot of competition, and you just have to really not be discouraged. Okay, so this is kind of the energy. So these are the first two cards. So let's look at card position 3 and 4. This is the Celtic Cross. Those of you who followed me on my old tarot channel, we're doing the Celtic Cross for you, right? So, okay, right. All right, this is interesting. 10 of Swords reversed in the underlying position. Okay, all right, so I understand what is happening here. You have overcome a really difficult place, I feel. A difficult, dark place where you felt like this is like the absolute worst place you can be at, but it's reversed. So you have overcome it already and you are well on your way. You have healed from it. But, you know, after overcoming the dark night of the soul, or after overcoming really difficult circumstances where you lost out, where you basically had to start fresh or like really turn your life around, it takes a little while. And sometimes it takes a while to build up your confidence. It just takes a little more time. And I think that's where this is coming from. The recent past, this is like the last couple of months. I feel you've really turned negative circumstances around. You've turned a lot of adverse situations around. This is someone who doesn't have money. You've turned that around. I think you're already doing a lot better than you were a few months ago, aren't you? You have really boosted your confidence. I see this as being you. That's what I feel. This is where you were at, you know, not feeling adequate, not feeling good enough, not feeling that you were getting paid properly or receiving what you deserved. But you've already turned that around. Okay, so you are already in a place that's a lot better. And I mean, these cards going to the overall energies of, you know, the present and the next couple of months, this is already brilliant. It's a really good development. So let's see what you need to know. And in the near future, the next month, okay. Now we're talking. If you're thinking, oh, this doesn't sound so good, look at this. Look at this, guys. The Ace of Wands. And something you have to be aware of and moving forward into the Lover's energy in the next month or two. It's absolutely brilliant. This is brilliant. So I feel that this is going to be the big takeoff. This is the new start. This is the new turnaround. And you're going to start. I think you're getting a great start. But this energy is of not giving up when things don't go smoothly all the way. But I think you're getting you will have the opportunity. If it's not now already, I think you see the opportunity, you perceive the opportunity. You know it's coming, or you know it's already there, or you may already be in it right now. And it's like, go for it. If it feels right, if it resonates, go for it. And if you have several choices of kind of doing something that was similar or doing something new, choose the new. The Ace of Wands is a new start. It's fueled by your passion, by your connection to the divine, to your inner self. And it's absolutely beautiful. And the Lovers in the next couple of months, wow, this is connection to the divine. This is love, this is self-love. And you know that true connection comes through the heart. And this talks about self-love and the heart as well as romantic love. You see, here's this beautiful angel, and an angel on any card reminds you of your divine nature and reminds you that you can connect to the divine through the heart. It's always through the heart. We know that. So it looks like things are really going to turn around for you. They're going to turn around for you. But it's a reminder, like, to stay true to your heart, to stay true to your ideals, to stay true to those people who are coming to support you. Stay true to your true heart connections. And if you say, oh, but I've been looking for one and I was hoping for something, it's going to be there. It's going to be there. It's going to come around. I feel that it absolutely is. So this is a beautiful development. Now let's look at some challenges that may come around, and then let's look at where you might end up in 3 months. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2 cards at a time. Page of Pentacles reversed. This is the problems that may arise. Okay. This card, with this card, the financial aspect, the grounded aspect may not come as fast or as you want it. Okay, Ace of Wands is boom, you start, you take off, you launch. And then it's like, okay, you're flying, and things may not be as smooth and things may not result as fast as you want, but you can't give up. If the coin, the money, in the beginning doesn't seem to be working out, okay, you can't give up, and you'll have to course correct a little bit. I think you're on the right path, and sometimes it's not what we do, but it's how we do it. So don't doubt about this. Don't doubt yourself with that project that you're doing, with the change. We have to just look at how we do things. That's mostly the problem, right? We have the idea, we have the knowledge, we're moving forward, and we're just doing a couple of details wrong. Maybe the wrong people. Remember, the competition here is there, looking to see that you have the right partners, the right energy, that you're not choosing the wrong ones. I mean, there's lots of things that can trip us up. So that may be, you know, a little bit of a, oh, why isn't it working fast? Right? The new beginning, the new coins being planted, right? That's why this is reversed. And haha, we're getting the Judgment card in the position of outside influences and other people. Are they going to judge you? They may judge you, okay? This is about other people. Maybe wanting to hold you back a little bit from rising up to your full potential, maybe judging you a little bit. Maybe you're looking to get support from people that in reality you know are not going to support you. Okay? So outside environment may be judging you, but I'm getting a second message that you will have the opportunity to break through. I mean, look, this is side by side here. Look, you've got two beautiful angels side by side. I mean, this is really, really interesting. This combination. So with these two cards side by side here, you have an incredible opportunity to get the support you need, even though other people may try to hold you back. But I feel that's a smaller factor. You know this already. Listen, every time you do something new and incredible, not everyone's going to like it. This is also moving to a higher vibration, maybe away from the ones who are judging you. So you just got to keep your vibration really high and stick to those who show up, who don't let you fall, right? So, and you're divinely guided. You will be divinely guided. I mean, listen, your angels, your guides, your spirit guides, your higher self, they're there. I mean, your higher self is you. Your higher self and your team of light is there. Like a lot of them, there's not that many cards with angels on them. There's two side by side. So you are hugely, hugely supported. So let's see what else is going on. Okay, wow, look at that. Pooh. Wow, okay. Okay, listen. You got to be ready for something big. You have to be ready for something big here. All right, so let me just explain this. Let me explain this. Now, don't worry, because this is actually very, very good. The Tower card is in the position of the end result, all right? But this is good. Let me tell you what. First of all, this is saying goodbye to the old patterns, the old people, the old paradigms, something you've been holding on to, and you're saying goodbye, and you're saying, okay, I'm grieving over it a little bit, but I have to leave it behind, and that's totally fine. So this card, these two cards, I feel, are not negative. They're very positive. So maybe those people who you thought would support you and they're not, you're going to have to say, all right, I'm not going to focus on you anymore. Goodbye, right? Just give yourself time to really look at what is not serving you, what's fallen over, what's just not got your back. At your back are those standing cups, right? That's the future. That's where you will turn. So there will be a little bit of focus still on, wow. I mean, look at this. You're on a new path. You are on a new path, and you're going to make the choice to either move forward or backward. but move forward, because it's so worth it. Because look at this. Look at this. This is a bit scary, but this is brilliant right now, because you know who is being thrown down from that tower? It's not you. It's the old way of being. It's those people who are trying to hold you down, or maybe oppress you a little bit, or hold you back a little bit. Those old thought patterns, all that stuff that you're saying goodbye to, it's going to crumble and fall. And whatever wants to hold against you, it's not going to have a chance. It's not going to have a chance. You're going to come through. You're going to break through. You're going to break the paradigm. You're going to break up the group. You're going to break and crack. You're going to crack the face of that old what's holding you back. And it's going to come tumbling down. And you're going to emerge like a phoenix from the ashes. All right? So, wow. So if you chose this, you better be ready. You better be ready for big change, for like some really exciting and perhaps a little scary new circumstances. All right, so you better be ready, but I think it's brilliant. I like it. I mean, I changed so much. I've changed so many times in my life. I've broken through and, you know, like gotten rid of the old so many times, but you know how liberating it is afterwards? So let's see, we've got 2 more cards. Let's see the last 2 cards. What we have. Oh, you got another angel. Archangel Gabriel. Wow. The 3rd angel. 3 months, 3 angels. So I feel that you have some new light beings on your team that you can call on. I made a huge breakthrough recently, discovering more spirit guides and having them come to me and talk to me and knowing who they are. You're guided to this reading when you need to kind of see where you're heading. And this is so beautiful. Archangel Gabriel. Have you worked with the archangels before? This is the messenger. Gabriel is messenger, the healer. Okay, Raphael too. I mean, the archangels, they have many different functions. For me, this archangel is an angel of gentleness, of healing, of messages, with a very loving, gentle energy that's really good for the new and the young and for children. And you know, with this here, this is, you're doing something new. So this is brilliant. Work with the energy of Archangel Gabriel, I would say. And the other one is the storyteller energy that you will embody. So this is like in 3 months' time, I think you will have discovered your team of light. You'll be working with them. Things will really have changed. You will be in a completely new place, probably in a new house, in a new job and or a new country, maybe even. You know, a lot of things will have shifted and crumbled in your favor. In your favor. So let's see what the storyteller, like the storyteller, I'm getting like, this is going to be in 3 months, you'll be able to tell a story. Sit down at the fireside and tell people a 3-hour-long story of what happened to you in these 3 months and where you're at right now. Light attributes, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Shadow attribute, making up tales that harm others. So the storyteller, sorry, my microphone just fell down. The storyteller, this is a little bit of where you're going to be at and what you're going to be doing, all right? Not only sitting down and telling stories, but using your imagination, using verbalization, using communication, you know, using symbols, being creative. This is where you're going to be, whatever you're doing, whatever is going on there. So storytellers are very creative and very intriguing and fascinating. So this is where you're going to be at. You're going to be in the archetype of the storyteller. So take this as an archetype to develop in the next 3 months. 3 months. So this is what you're going to need, and this is what's going to really bring you forward. So very interesting. I'll let you see the spread again if you chose this deck. Quite exciting stuff. Look at that. So the new, look at this. The new is here with the angel, with the tower, all in one line. The new is coming and the old is going. You're saying goodbye adequately. You will get your support. It's not going to be smooth. You're going to have a bit of resistance. You're going to have competition. You're going to have bumps in the road. You're going to have to work. Be aware of exactly what you're doing. Be awake and aware. Snap, 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 right? Don't stick your head in the sand. Be awake and aware. Look around, right? You have overcome a lot. And the financial aspect, be aware and awake as well. And I think you will be just fine. You're going to a very interesting place for those of you who chose deck number 1. Okay. All right. So let's do deck number 2. Let's do deck number 2. This is exciting stuff. I love doing the Celtic Cross. It's so revealing. Okay, I'm just lighting my Palo Santo again because it went out. So this is for deck number 2. See how it's glowing? Can you see that? There. Okay. And I'm going to do a video very soon how to cleanse negative energies, and this is part of it. So I love my Palo Santo. So here we go. If you chose deck number 2, let's do this. I'll show you what I'm doing here. And remember, there is a method to the madness to how I'm turning over the cards. So this is now facing me so I can interpret them properly. Let's go. Deck number 2, 3 months timeline. King of Pentacles reversed and Queen of Cups upright. This is very, very interesting. The first message that I'm getting here for you is regarding you. So these two represent energies that will be easy for you and important for you to embrace. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So in the next 3 months, I think you will be stepping back from a traditional, materialistic, money, business-oriented point of view to a more flowing, open, and heart-oriented point of view or energy. And that's going to benefit you greatly. Okay, that's going to absolutely benefit you greatly. You are going to... it's funny, I feel you're going to come into your own. You're actually going to gain more power, more authority. You're going to need this type of energy of the Queen of Cups. And this is water energy. This is flowing. This is channeling. This is a very soft and very, very love-oriented, very heart-oriented energy. And it's not that this is bad. This is a very good card. But in this reading right now, I feel that, this represents more the harsh and set, very traditional, and very, the old white, traditional, male-oriented society, that type of thing, that type of energy. I think that influence in your life will lessen. And you're not going to succumb to it, and you're not going to be part of that anymore. And it's really interesting. I think this has to do with your career as well. I think in your career there's going to be some changes, and these changes will be more fulfilling to you because these changes will embody you doing more, something that you love, something that comes from the heart. Okay, so let's just continue. Let's see. This is really interesting. Let's see the next 2 cards. Okay, let's go here. Okay, wow. Knight of Pentacles upright and the 9 of Cups upright in the deep past, underlying circumstances and recent past. And this is really interesting. I think you are coming from a job or a background or a situation of stability, of tradition, of groundedness, of focus on the material, on money. Look, he's got that giant coin there, the physical world. Which is fine, which is good, which is, what we need as well to understand how the world works. We need our jobs, we need our money, we need our finance. But I feel it's more the traditional way of doing things that you have found your stability in, that you've embraced. And you have reached some material wealth. You've reached a point of, I feel that you've reached a point of saturation in this world, right? Maybe you have had a career where you had your success and contentment and everything was good, but now things are changing. And this is interesting. I feel that this is representative of what's going on globally. The old structures, the old power structures, the old ways of doing things, the old economic system, those things are changing. They're changing. They're not what they used to be. They used to, give us the stability and contentment, but things are changing and you are going to be on the forefront of that. You will have the opportunity to be on the forefront of that in the next few months. Now let's look at this. Wow. Okay. Wow. Look at this. You are getting really powerful personality cards coming up. Now we're moving into the future, what you actually have to know. And the Empress reversed is an interesting one. And this is still about you. I am getting some dual messages in there, but this is first and foremost about you, about knowing that you can be in the flow, be more heart-oriented, be more creative, open up a little more to higher vibrational thinking without, and that's why this is reversed, without being too soft. That's what I'm getting, all right? The Empress is the energy of the great mother, of the great provider. And maybe you have been the great provider to everyone around you. Maybe you've had to always say yes and be the great mother, the nurturer, but maybe it's time to step into a position of greater authority, of saying no sometimes, being a little more strict, thinking a little bit about yourself more and not only others. The Empress is very, very much, unconditional love for everyone. And it can be a little bit draining. That's why this comes reversed. Remember, these cards are facing me and the Emperor. Near future, the Emperor. And this is, again, you. All these cards are about you, about your personal journey. So I feel that it's time for you to step it up and become more powerful, step up in position, but this will be achieved. This is like a new order from the King of Pentacles to the Emperor. This is like a new order in your life that where you will step into a position of power, but by opening yourself up to the flow, by being more heart-oriented, more fifth dimensional. It's like a different order. I feel like for you, the world, and especially the world that you have created for yourself with your business, your job, your family, your situation, this will change. And this is reflecting change in the world around you, and it depends whether you want to take part in that new way of being or not. But this shows me that your authority, you see, if you were thinking, no, I'm the big boss man, I'm so in charge, I'm so grounded, why does this have to be reversed? Because this is even better. The Emperor trumps the King of Pentacles. The Emperor is even stronger, right? The Emperor is actually the highest authority in the deck, if you talk about authority. And it's not a bad authority. I mean, every single one of these cards can be positive or negative. It's just the different polarities of each personality. And this is very positive in this case. So in the near future, you're gonna be able to step it up. You're going to be offered a high position, or you're going to step into a high position. You're going to be your own business person. You're going to be in charge, and you're going to get this through the energy of the Queen of Cups, through that gentle, loving heart energy, listening to your heart. So this is really interesting. Wow, very, very interesting. I'll talk about the secondary messages I got in a moment. I just want to see what's going on here. We're still going from the bottom of the deck. Position 8 and 9. Oh, I can't believe this. The only cards you're getting so far are court cards, people, like strong personalities, and major arcana people cards. Look at this. This is unbelievable. The Emperor and the Hierophant side by side, upright, with the King of Pentacles and the Queen here right beside them. This is so interesting. And the interesting thing is, this is a specific position. This is outside influences. This is what may be holding you back, and these are outside influences. Hierophant and Emperor. Take a look at this. This is you, this is the outside influence. What's stronger? Who has more power, the Emperor or the Hierophant? I think the Emperor. So you're going to have to take on this type of authority and power, inner authority. From the inner comes the outer, because the environment is going to try to hold you back a little bit. Okay, the old structures that you are stepping away from are still in place. They're not, I mean, it's not going to all change overnight. The whole system's not going to change overnight, but I'm saying that there's going to be a polarization. The polarities are like separating themselves even more. This is the old traditional power structures, churches, belief systems that are still going to be in place and that are going to try to hold you back. You're going to have to, I mean, this is like, you know, face to face. This is like two systems are standing at the same time. And if you want to prevail, you're going to have to really be strong. Page of Wands. So getting a start, really getting a positive new start in your paradigm shift is going to not be so easy. It's not going to be easy, okay? You're going to have to be really, really passionate. You're going to have to, you're going to be going against the stream of society. That's how I see it as well. So that's really interesting. So it's not going to be super easy. So let's see the last two cards. Let's see what's coming around here. Wow. Wow. Getting two swords cards at the end. Personalities as well. So, okay. All right. Let's take a look at this. Seven of Swords. Okay. A lot is going to happen beneath the surface. This is an undercover agent. This is stuff happening beneath the surface. And I feel that you're gonna feel deceived. There's going to be a lot of embezzlement energy. This is like embezzlement, trying to pull the wool over your eyes. This is like a lot of, this is confusion. I'm getting the feeling of confusion with this card that you will be feeling. Confusion. Queen of Swords reversed in the end is good, because the Queen of Cups upright and the Queen of Swords reversed. These are the two energies which I think will come around at the end of the 3 months. And I feel that you're going to go the way of the heart instead of the way of the mind. That's how I'm interpreting this. This is the confusion that's happening because, okay, I've been going through this. I've been going through this whole scenario a lot, okay? I've been embracing my true path, and that is the path of the heart. You know, truth and enlightenment comes through the heart, not through the mind. And this world is very mind-oriented. This whole scenario is very mind-oriented. You know, games of the mind, mind games. That's what this is as well. The sword is air, which is the realm of the mind and the intellect, right? So you see this whole facet here is society, the mind games, and trying to pull you back and give you doubts of going forward on your own true path and becoming an authority on your own true path. Is that making sense to you? I mean, this is a really complex reading. This is like psychology. This is your psychology in the next 3 months. How you can weave your path through these times that are coming, through the opportunities that are moving towards you. And your opportunities are basically that you can shift. And if you're watching this video and this is coming up, it's because I feel you've wanted to really shift your focus in your job and your relationships, to do what is authentic to you, to do what comes from the heart, to do what's more creative, what's more real, using your heart as a stargate to access your higher self, to access your truth, and to actually physically engage in activities and in a job that's more authentic, and really being strong in that and not being pulled back And I see this as perhaps you will be offered another job, or stay at your job, a job that is very mind-oriented, that is not, you know, supporting who you are at soul level. It's just maybe you're making a lot of money, you've built the stability for yourself. And changing, we are required to change. If we want to ascend, if we want to, you know, change our vibration, we need to change. And you might be tempted to just say, you know what, this is too complicated. I have it good. I have, you know, I have good money. Why? I'm just going to conform, right? I'm just going to conform. So you will be tempted to conform. And I see this as going two ways. Either you move forward, and you might have a little bit of a loss and a difficult start. And this is a little bit of what was in the first reading for deck number 1, that it might be difficult in the next couple of months. You might doubt yourself a lot. But this is like big time, the society with whatever they have to offer you, they have to offer you, you being seduced to just go back to the old ways of being and conforming again. All right. So it's very, very interesting. And I see this as a representation of what's going on in the world, the power play. Now you have 2 more cards. I haven't seen this one. 2 of Roses. Wow. Winged messengers and God. You're getting the God card. Wow, this is so interesting. Winged messengers. This is telling me basically that you have to stay true to yourself and really tune into your heart to get support from your being, from your team of light, from your angels, from your guides, from your higher self, to stay true to your path and not ignore it. And you will get these messages. Winged messengers, it's like you will get messages, you will get support, you will know what to do. You're not going to be like stuck there, not knowing what to do, completely lost. No, you're going to have support. You're going to have support, but you have to look for it. You have to be open to that support. So that's really beautiful. And the God card, let me see. Let me see what it says. This is the archetype that you must embody. So this is really interesting. This comes closest to the highest authority in the deck. So the Emperor and God, this is like, wow. Light attributes, benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Wow. This is really, really powerful. This is really powerful. So I feel that you will have the opportunity to come into a position of power and influence. So use it wisely. Shadow attributes, despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. And that's a little bit of this. Not always, but this is going on a lot. The controlling powers, right? Politics, religion, the church, using its power to control, using this to control. So it's interesting that it's coming up. So I feel that it's important for you to recognize that there are these systems that are trying to oppress and control you. So you have to be your own God. You have to step up and recognize the eternal force and power within you to stand against it and not let yourself be confused. All right. So in the next 3 months, I feel that times are going to be really confusing. You're going to have to make some important decisions. You're going to have to choose your polarity. Freedom, light, strength from within, or giving in to society's rules, which are not necessarily very enlightened all the time. Okay, so wow. So that's a really interesting reading. Really, really complicated, like every single one, a personality card, no action cards in there. So this is about your internal power struggle in the next 3 months. Where are you going to be at in 3 months? Where? It's up to you. Okay. Wow. I think, yeah, okay. Let's continue. If you chose number 3, let's see what's going on here. If you chose deck number 3, where is deck number 3? Okay. Let's put this aside. Okay. Now for those who chose deck number 3, let us interpret this one. Okay, let's go deck number 3. Let's do this. First 2 cards. Wow. The High Priestess upright. And the Eight of Swords reversed. This is very, very interesting. First of all, High Priestess upright. Beautiful energy, the energy of awakening, of wisdom, of deep spiritual connection, of coming to a place of peace and stillness and receiving wisdom, higher wisdom, right? That's what we're trying to do all the time, receiving higher wisdom, listening, channeling the energy of our higher self and of our angel and spirit guides and of universal wisdom. And this is what you should focus on in the next 3 months, right? Instead of doing so much and running around, really do your practice, do your spiritual practices, try to connect, try to gain wisdom, and really, really listen. And this will be very, very good for you in the next couple of months. Eight of Swords reversed is also positive. It means breaking through the veil, breaking through the confusion, breaking through the paralysis, and really opening yourself up from blindness to seeing. Okay, so the energy of the High Priestess will help you overcome. Like this is reversed, so I'm just going to take a look at it like this. Overcome the feeling of not understanding, not moving, not knowing what to do. You will overcome this. So if you've been stuck in the last few months, kind of paralyzed, it's going to be resolved. You're going to resolve this in the next 3 months. Okay, so let's see the next few cards. Whoa, this is good. Ha ha ha. Look at that. The Eight of Cups reversed. So I feel you have been a little stuck. The quest for knowledge and wisdom, following your heart's desire, looking for your heart's wisdom. That's what I feel it means this time. The cards have a different meaning every time. This had been a little bit blocked. In general, I think that's what this is coming from. Why have you been blocked in your spiritual questing? What has been going on? And this is for the last year or 2. This underlying energy is always going back a little further. So I feel that you have been held back or blocked. You have not received the answers that you were looking for so much. And that's why you felt paralyzed. But recently in the last few months, I think you've done a lot of inner work. You've prepared yourself. You're ready. You have really pulled yourself out of this paralysis situation. You've really started to prepare yourself. So you've done some good work already. And now you're ready to go. So let's see what are the next ones. Oh, the Sun. Yes, beautiful. The Sun. This is the clarity. The Sun and the High Priestess and the Chariot all together here gives you a perfect position to move forward and to really start receiving answers from your higher self. Okay, I think you're ready. The Sun is wisdom and knowledge revealed. The Sun is opening, is clarity, it's support. This specifically talks about support from divine sources and from people around you. So I feel that and this is what you should know regarding the next 3 months. You are divinely supported and you will get support from people around you. So you're actually coming from a place of not being so enlightened to a place of transparency, clarity, and wisdom. So the next 3 months should be really interesting for you, and you should be able to make some really good decisions and move forward. Now the Three of Wands reversed still shows that You may have trouble mapping out your next steps. Okay, the Three of Wands is someone who has like a bird's eye view of their life. So you may still feel a little bit blocked there. So please put your emphasis on stepping back and really taking care and taking the time to map out your next steps. That's what I'm getting. Don't just, you're going to have the clarity, you're going to have the wisdom, you will. And you just have to put in a little bit of effort to just really sit down and map out your next steps. Don't do it blindly. That's what I'm getting. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, okay, this is interesting. Challenges. Seven of Cups reversed. Challenges. This has to do with this card and this card. The challenges are just really making sense and seeing clearly and moving through the confusion. You will have the support here, but with these three cards, I feel just, you know, opening your eyes, really looking at where am I at, where have I come from, where do I want to go, what is it that I truly want. You got to take some time to really clearly sit down and define that. Okay, define what is your goal. Where do you truly want to go? Like, this is like someone making plans. This is where I want to go. He's putting himself up on a high place to overview his life and looking at where he wants to go. So you know, this is really important. It's really important. And this card is in the position of the Celtic Cross of outside influences or circumstances surrounding you, other people. So this is really interesting as well. Sorry, the Nine of Wands upright. So I feel that there are certain people who may want to drag you down and keep you in a place of dependency and loyalty to them. Okay? So don't do that. Don't do that. Don't let yourself be dragged down. Don't let yourself be influenced. Don't listen to anybody who doesn't feel right. Okay? That's what this card is saying. Very clear and simple. So let's continue. Let's see what the last two cards are. Okay, here we go. Here we go. That's the breakthrough. This is the breakthrough. And this is the end result card. And you're getting a very good card. So this is the offer. This is the offer that you have a hard time seeing. And this is the choice you have to make, which offer to take. All right. And the Six of Cups as the end result means that you're going to have that breakthrough. You're going to get the support. You are going to come through with a skill set, with the gifts. Okay, this is a very positive karmic card. This is like you overcoming the negative karma, making the right choice, and cultivating positive karma, creating new positive karma, creating a new situation for yourself, receiving gifts from beyond, having, you know, people come to you and support you and give you gifts that are very, very positive, that will help you. So these two cards at the end here, I feel that all this doubt, you know, this doubt, this blindness, whatever it is, you're going to break through and you're going to be able to make the right decision. So in 3 months, I think, and I think that leading up shortly to that 3 month end timeline goal, it's like things are not going to be resolved until the very end. There's going to be a lot of back and forth and people pulling you back and you not knowing what to do. What is the right choice? I can't see it. I have the support. I have the clarity. I'm doing my spiritual work, but I'm still kind of not really breaking through. And at the very end of those 3 months, you're going to make that breakthrough. Boom! Six of Cups upright. Beautiful. So let's see here. What do we have? Oh, the Liberator. Yeah, Liberator. Absolutely liberating yourself. And let's see. Wishes fulfilled. 5 of Keys. Oh yeah, this is the end result. wishes fulfilled. You are going to come through in these 3 months. Let's read Liberator. Let's see what it says here. Let us see what it says. Light attributes. Freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. Absolutely. So this is the breakthrough that you're going to make. This is the breakthrough. Shadow attributes, imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate. Ignoring legitimate constraints. Look at that. Look at this. Legitimate constraints. Wow. So this here also is a legitimate constraint. So there, I mean, legitimate constraints are actually physical things that you can't ignore. The negative polarity, it's that what is actually there, what is actually holding you back. And you can't ignore it. You do have to deal with it. But then you have to become clear what is truly holding you back and what is not holding you back, right? So this is really a very interesting path to your big breakthrough in that 3-month timeline. And I feel it is going to happen, but as always, you have to do your part. You have to do your part. The breakthrough doesn't happen without work on your part. You have to be very awake and very aware. And that's why I do these readings, to perhaps give you a little bit of an idea, a little bit of a message that at some point in the future, when you are in a certain situation and then maybe something may come up from this reading and you might think, yes, you know, this is that person that's trying to pull me back into false loyalty to them. And if I don't stand up for myself, if I don't free myself from them, I'm not going to make that breakthrough. I'm going to just slide right back into the old, right? I'm going to shut everything down, and you don't want that. You don't want that. So this is also very interesting. So I feel in 3 months' time, you're going to be in a very, very different place. And you're going to feel liberated, and what you truly want from your heart's desire is going to come through with this one. Okay? So very, very interesting. Wow. Okay. Well, I hope that gave you some triggers of insight. That's what these readings are for. I hope you had fun. I totally have fun doing these card readings, and I will keep them coming once a week. I'll think of something completely new and different, especially timeless readings that maybe in a year or two you'll stumble across this again, and you'll be in another cycle where one of these decks will speak to you and make sense to you. Okay, thank you so much, Natasha, Cosmic Empress. Remember to subscribe and let me know which deck you picked, how it made sense, and what you're going to do about it. Okay, thank you. Love you guys. Bye for now.